Right up here where the coffee at. I mean, where the up there with the you see that that box.
What is this?
I know. You could try that.
Let me look at the directions.
Great morning to you all. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm Chanina. Hey girl, hey. Ooh, that sounded so dry. Hey girl, hey. Hey girl, hey. Much better. So it is Tuesday, and let's see, I'm off today, and so I've got one place that I want to go. I'm debating on if I'm gonna go or not, for real, but we will see, girl. It's a food distribution haul, so I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna go or not, or if I'm just going to come straight back home after dialysis. But we're just gonna go with the flow per usual, y'all. I don't really have anything specific planned today. When do I ever? But yeah, I'm just gonna be doing stuff, and I'm just gonna bring y'all with me, okay? So the fragrance of the day, I'm gonna go ahead and wear this cotton candy Adriana Five Below perfume. I think it smells pretty good. It doesn't last that long though, but it still smells great. Yes. Okay, we're back. And like I thought, it's cold. But I did end up going to the food distribution. It was a mobile food distribution. So I made it. And I was like car number 4. Um, when I got there, I thought there was going to be like this long line. I had to GPS my way there. But once I got there, I was like, oh, I could have found this on my own. But anyway, only because I've delivered DoorDash, or not DoorDash, but Uber Eats over there like 1,000 times. But anywho's, um, y'all, okay. Oh, by the way, you're not gonna see the food distribution haul in this video, y'all. I just recorded a separate video from that for that because I have been slow motion about filming content. Honestly, I just haven't really been in the mood, and I've just kind of taken a break a little bit. So I've been picking up my phone here and there, and I need to get back on it. So we've got a separate video for that. But anyways, good news, y'all. Why am I up for a pay raise? Girl, can you believe it? Okay, I'm up for a pay raise. My general manager came to me the other day, and she was like, "Did you see did you check your Workday, which is this website where you can go on and we can see our pay stubs and W-4s, all the things, right? So I don't really go on there like that because there's another app that we use when we want to see our work schedule, and I'm on that like all the time. So I don't really go on the Workday website. There's really no reason to. I got my tax forms in the mail, so you know. But anyway, so I logged on because she was like, you're up for a pay raise. I had to send in an evaluation, and I was like, oh, really? So I was like, oh, is there anything I need to do? Do I need to sign anything? Do I need to pull it up, click? What do I need to do? Is there like a link? What do I need to do? And she was like, nothing. I was just letting you know. So when I got off, I got home and I pulled it up and I was able to read the whole evaluation, girl. And girl, they are pleased with my work ethic, girl. I wasn't really sure because I'm still like, honestly, I consider myself to still be new. I haven't even been there a year yet. I've only been there since September. But I'm the type of person that no matter where I work at, all you got to do is show me what to do, and I'm observant, so I'll watch people what they do in their roles or whatever, and sometimes without even realizing it, I'll just pick up on it. And before I know it, I'll just start doing stuff. I'll get in where I fit in just to make the shift flow. You know what I mean? And that's how I've been at this job. Although there are some tasks that I've done that is not my role, that has been above my pay grade, it didn't make a difference to me because I'd rather have a easygoing shift than a chaotic shift, even if that means I have to jump in and do things that are not really part of my job description. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like that at any job that I've had. I like to learn everything, all the roles, all the things, because you just never know when you have to step into that position to help out and all that, right? That's just who I am. I've always been that way. It's like second nature. It doesn't matter what role you put me in. I'm going to try to learn everything about it and then some. So, girl, I hope I get approved for this raise because that will help out a lot. Working there in the beginning, y'all, it was kind of shaky. Remember, I was telling y'all about some of the drama. Well, I didn't go into like details, but it was some drama in the beginning. But that part has calmed down, which I don't care about none of that because it didn't affect my pay or my hours. But when my hours did start getting affected, as backlash to what was going on later on in the process, then that's when I started like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be there, right? Remember I was telling y'all that. So my hours have increased, y'all. So I'm pretty much about 40 hours. Like the last time I got paid, I actually was overtime a little bit, and they paid time and a half. And that wasn't on purpose. That's just because they really don't want you getting overtime. But girl, when people are late to work, I can't help that, okay? Because Chanina is not clocking out until, okay, my relief shows up. Like I don't work for free. Okay, so yeah, girl. So yeah, girl, we full time, honey. We've been full time for these past, I say, three or four schedules. I have been working like at least 38 hours a week. So yes, that is working out because that was one of my goals when I got this job. Was the whole point was because y'all, I was doing freaking Uber deliveries 7 days a week, and it was just running down my car, y'all. Not running it down, but it was just creating a lot of extra maintenance on top of just regular everyday maintenance. You know what I'm saying? Like all the tire changes, all the trips to the gas station, all the, you know, things, girl. Okay. Um, but yeah, so that's good news. Wish me luck. She said that it's her manager that has to approve the raise. I don't know how much that will be, but whatever it is, girl, if she say okay, I will take it. All right. Also, about a couple weeks ago or a week ago, I really need to clean off my desk because it is a disaster over here. But we're working on it, one thing at a time. Okay. But it was it last week or the week before, there was like a team member appreciation situation. So we all ended up getting like these bags, and I haven't even looked in it yet, honestly. I've just kind of brought it home and kind of just tossed it to the side, but we're going to do it together. So there's this little cup in here that says, "Thank you for being awesome." And it's got a hole in it, so I'm assuming there is a straw in here. So, yes, there's a straw. Now, will I be actually using this? No. To drink out of? No. If anything, I'll probably redo this whole little situation. I've got a dust over here too. And I'll probably just put it as part of my little display and then leave the straw in its packaging and put it in there with the rest of the straws. But yeah, so cool beans. Got that. Got a little notebook here that says the same thing. Thank you, you are awesome, with this cute little pen. Let me make sure it don't have no company. Okay, none of this has. Why did I think of that before I started pulling stuff out of the bag? None of this has the company on there. Okay, great. On the pen, it even says thank you for being awesome. So yay. Little notepad with some lined paper on the inside. Okay. I haven't gotten a team member appreciation anything in years. Oh, we fancy. Look, we fancy. Hold on, what it say? It says thank you. You're welcome, girl. As long as them checks hit that account, we good. Okay. This say thank you. And what does this say? May you be proud of the work you do, the person you are, and the difference you make. Thank you. Oh, oh, they fancy, girl. Okay, little keychain, little keychain. I need to redo how my keys are set up on my keychain because I feel like it's a little clunky. All right, it is way later, and off camera, I just took care of a bunch of stuff that you guys have seen me do before: clean the bathroom, mop the floors, all the things. Um, I did straighten up the living room, not the living room, the kitchen a little bit, put the stuff up, kind of reorganized, all of that. I just did all that off camera. I was listening to some eBay videos while I was doing it. But before I get into that, y'all, I finally cleaned my desk area. Okay. It was a lot going on over here. Like, I really let this area go. And I was actually sitting in the mess while on the computer. Isn't that crazy? Girl. I'm trying to get my life. Okay. So I did clean this area. I'm 100% satisfied with it. There's nothing on the floor. There's nothing scattered all over my desk. I have a whole trash bag from just this area only. Here's the trash bag. A mess. So just to give you guys an idea of what it was looking like over here, I had empty water bottles, cups, just empty wrappers, like all sorts of stuff going on, and I was letting it pile up. No one comes back here in my little office, so I figured, well, no one's gonna see it. But girl, no, I can't live like that. That's how you get bugs. Okay, so everything is put up. All of the papers that I could tear up and throw it in the trash has been thrown in the trash. I still need to get a paper shredder though, because I've got some papers that are now filed that I can shred. I can go ahead and get rid of. I just haven't because it has sensitive information on it. Stuff is off the floor. Like I said, on the floor, I had piles of paper. It was organized, but it was just a lot going on. I was stepping over it. Girl, it was just too much. The bin over there, so that's a new bin. Not new as in I just bought it, but I pulled an empty bin out of the closet because the bin that was right there was full of books for me to sell on eBay. They're listed actually. And so instead of keeping those there, I decided to move that bin into the closet with everything else that's listed and bring an empty bin in here to put stuff in there that needs to be listed. Now, before the sun went down, I did manage to get some photo of 2 items. So I did take a photo of this Mickey Mouse hat and those work shoes. And then I've got some pajama sets here that I want to go ahead and list. I pulled them out of a bag that Olivia bought in here last night, full of items that she has grown out of. And so from all of that stuff, I have accumulated 2 bags of donations. So those need to go to the Goodwill. But yeah, it's so clean, and girl, the space feels just a tiny bit bigger. It was starting to feel clustered over here because everything was landing over here. Clothes, all kinds of stuff. I've wiped down everything over here, the legs, the just everything, the cords. I used a Lysol wipe to wipe all that stuff down. I've vacuumed the room. So yes, I'm excited about that.
Look like a damn fool. Candace Kelly, legal analyst and host of Not All Hood, South Orange, New Jersey, joined us. Ashley Etienne, co-communications director of Vice President Kamala Harris, Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Joseph PC, and also joining us Matt Manning, civil rights attorney out of Corpus Christi. Glad to have all 3 of y'all here. Here's the thing, I was told, you didn't know nothing. Coward. Wesley Hunt, Congressman from Texas. Nothing. Coward. Goes along with Burgess Owens, former NFL player, Congressman from Utah. Didn't say anything an hour ago. He finally tweeted, I'm aware of the Truth Social post that circulated earlier. The imagery was wildly offensive and inappropriate. And as a black man, I find it especially troubling. It never should have been shared or even created. And I'm glad that it's been taken down. Reports indicate it may have been posted in error by a staff member, but regardless, we all have a responsibility to use care in good judgment with the content we produce and distribute. But we know who this racist is. We know exactly who. And so Donald Trump chose the dead who he has always been. So let me see right here. You know, yesterday you had the National Prayer Breakfast. And you got so-called Christian leader Franklin Graham. Let me, this it? Hold on, my bad. 8 hours ago, all he tweeted.
On Netflix, at the time where Melania was supposed to be in the spotlight, that did not make them happen. And I don't think that we should forget the timing of that and the fact that it is now in the kids section of Netflix. So when we look at all of this, we also have to look at the fact that this particular video had to do with voting. This is another obsession that he has. So he's got all these obsessions. It's like he's
bedtime, y'all. Productive day it was, and I'm satisfied. I just got out of the shower. I ate some food, which turned out really well. I was a little bit nervous about the steak and if it was going to be tender or not. It was the round bottom steak that I was using that I picked up from Wayfield. And yesterday when I was at work, I Googled how to make it tender and some recipes and things like that because I had already had it in mind that I wanted to make pepper and steak. I just didn't want it to be chewy. The last time I made it, which was, I can't even remember when the last time I made peppers and steak, but I do remember the last time I made it, the steak was chewy. So when I was Googling it yesterday, I ran across a few suggestions and I followed the suggestions, the main suggestions. The first one was when I marinated, to make sure I have some type of citrus in the marinade. And I saw a lot of suggestions for like orange juice. I don't have any orange juice, but I do have lemon juice, so I use that in the marinade. And I'll let it marinate for a few hours. The other thing that it suggested was to poke a lot of holes in it or to pound it to tenderize it. I didn't want to pound it because I didn't want meat flying everywhere, but I did poke it with a fork, and then I poked it again prior to cooking it. But I poked it on both sides. I poked it on one side, flipped it over, and poked it on the other side. So that was the other thing that I did. And then the last thing that I did was it suggested not to cook the meat straight out of the refrigerator. So basically while it was cold. So I took it out of the refrigerator and I let it sit long enough to get, I would say, not room temperature, but almost room temperature. And that's how I did that. And although it could have been more tender, it wasn't chewy. And I mean, it came out just fine. I was able to eat it just fine with no problems, was able to chew through it just fine. My goal of tenderness was to get it to be like how the meat is when you go and get beef lo mein or something. You know how the beef is just so tender. So that was the goal, but maybe next time. I only used one pack. I bought 2 of those packs and only used one. So maybe the other pack we'll try it again to see if I can get it even more tender. Anyways, it smells so good in here. I cleaned off all of that built up wax on my wax warmer, and I can actually smell the wax. It was so built up, y'all, and the wax melt that I had in there, I had burnt it for so many times that you could smell the burnt wax. Like, it didn't have any fragrance, it just smelled like burnt wax. But yeah, it smells so good. I put the fresh laundry scent one that I got from Kroger in there, so it complements just the feel of the room and how clean it is. I cleaned off my nightstand. The bathroom has been straightened up. I did that right after I got out of the shower. And yeah, I did a lot today. I'm about to go ahead and end this vlog here. The day is over with. I have to get up and go to work tomorrow. Well, first I have to take Olivia to school. I know that there's one day out of the week they have me coming in at 8 o'clock, which means Olivia has to get herself to school, but I don't think that's tomorrow. I'll check the schedule and make sure. But yeah, so I did start my monthly a few days ago, and I always get like a chocolate craving. So normally I crave like Reese's Pieces, but I decided to go with the Nutty Bar. So Nutty Bars are one of my favorite snacks. or Nutty Buddies. Love these things. They taste so good. But guess what? They also make Nutty Buddy cakes. So I've got some Nutty Buddy cakes that I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna finish up this Nutty Buddy bar, or actually I might just save this for tomorrow. Eat like one cake out of this because it comes with 3 cakes. So eat like one cake out of this and then save the other 2 for tomorrow. Yes. And then I've got a Pepsi because I wanted something sweet and not savory. I always call Coke and Pepsi sweet and savory, so Coke is savory to me and Pepsi is more on the sweeter side, so it's the sweet. So since I'm having a sweet craving, that's what we're snacking on tonight. I'm gonna pull up some YouTube videos. I've been watching a lot of content creators over in Japan and how they do things over there, their grocery hauls and how they live and how much they work and all the things. So those have been pretty interesting. And yeah, that's it, y'all. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you comment down below, hype the video, take care of yourself, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.